The hero with 1,000 faces. There are thousands of myths across civilizations: Greek, Egyptian, Ethiopian, Mesopotamian, Hindu, Christian, Norse, African, Native American. Different gods, different heroes, different symbols. Yet Joseph Campbell makes a radical claim. All of them are telling the same story. Different faces, different names, yet one underlying structure. This structure Campbell calls the monomyth, the hero's journey. Not a literal journey, but a psychological and spiritual transformation. This is not just the story of Hercules or Jesus or Buddha. It's the story of every human being who is forced to grow, suffer, die to an old self and be reborn. The monomyth, one story, many masks. Campbell did not invent myths. He compared them. From Osiris in Egypt, Moses in Judaism, Krishna and Rama in Hinduism, Christ in Christianity, Muhammad's night journey in Islam, Gilgamesh in Mesopotamia, Ethiopian legends of saints and kings. He noticed a repeating pattern: a departure, initiation, and return. This is not geography, this is inner transformation. Departure, the call to adventure. The ordinary world. Every hero begins in the familiar. Moses as a shepherd, Buddha as a prince, Jesus as a carpenter, Gilgamesh as a tyrant king, Luke Skywalker as a farmer. The hero does not start as a god. He starts as unfinished. The call to adventure. Then something interrupts normal life. A burning bush, an angelic announcement, a prophecy, a death, a dream, or a crisis. This call is often unwanted, ignored, and unheeded. But the message is simple. You cannot remain who you are. A refusal of the call. Most heroes refuse at first. Moses said, "I am slow of speech." Jonah runs away. Buddha hesitates to leave his family. Why? Because growth requires loss. The hero senses, if I accept this call, something in me must die. Supernatural aid. Only after acceptance does help appear. A mentor figure like Hermes, Athena, Virgil, Elijah, an old wise man or woman, but not to save the hero, but to prepare him. Crossing the threshold. The hero now leaves the known world. This is the point of no return. Buddha leaves the palace, Gilgamesh leaves the city, Dante enters the dark forest. Symbolically, the ego steps into the unknown. This threshold is guarded by fear, chaos, monsters, or temptations. These are not enemies outside, they are forces within. Initiation, the road of trials. This is the longest phase. The hero faces failure, temptation, betrayal, suffering, and isolation. Each trial strips away illusions. For example, in the case of Gilgamesh, he seeks immortality, he fails. He learns that acceptance of death is wisdom. In the case of Christ, he is tempted with power, miracles, and control. He refuses all, because the true hero does not seek domination, but integration. The meeting with the goddess. This represents wholeness, not romance, but union with life. In Jungian terms, the reconciliation of conscious and the unconscious. Woman as a temptress. This is not misogyny, but symbolism. This represents distraction from the true path. Power, pleasure, ego, and status are always a distraction and a temptation. Anything that seduces the hero away from transformation is a temptation, a distraction. Atonement with the Father. This is one of Campbell's most important ideas. The hero confronts ultimate authority. A god, a king, a father figure, or the image of God itself. This is terrifying because the hero must face the force that shaped him. Maturation is not rebellion, but to understand and transcend. Death and resurrection. Every hero dies. not always physically, but symbolically. Old identities collapse, certainties vanish, ego dissolves. This is the dark night of the soul. Then rebirth happens. Christ resurrects, Osiris is reassembled, Inanna descends and returns, the Buddha awakens. The hero becomes something new. The boon, sacred knowledge. The hero now possesses something valuable: wisdom, law, compassion, healing, fire, or revelation. But the story is not finished, because enlightenment that is not shared is incomplete. The return, the hardest part. Many heroes refuse to return because society resists transformation. Prophets are often rejected, sages are mocked, revolutionaries are crucified. Yet the hero must return, not as a ruler, but as a servant. The hero now lives in the spiritual and the material, in heaven and earth, in faith and reason, in two worlds. He is no longer afraid of life or death. Why does Campbell's story still matters? Joseph Campbell's final message is not mythological, it's existential. The hero's journey is not about heroes, it's about you, me, and every one of us. Every crisis is a call, every fear is a threshold, every suffering hides transformation. The question is not, do myths still matter? The question is, will you answer the call? You have been listening to the Sacred Podcast. If you like the story, subscribe to the podcast. Thank you.